Yo, Elliot. So we got this question about using straps and belts. Our friend goes on to say that he notices in most of my videos, my training videos, that I'm not wearing a belt, not using straps, and his question is, isn't this bad? Isn't this going to lead to injury? And why is it that you don't use these supportive mechanisms, tools when you're training, Elliot? Well, here's the thing. I'm not married to the idea of no belts and straps, and I don't believe it should be used all the time. It's a tool that's going to support you in making leaps beyond your current level of strength, right? So if I'm training within my current level of strength, which is basically what I'm doing. Right now, the training that I'm doing is to develop my skills and mobility, flexibility, agility within a particular movement pattern, right? So I've been doing a lot of Olympic lifts. The weights that I'm using typically aren't above and beyond my current strength level. But if I was going to start training purely for strength, which I'm not, there are times that I'm going to want to take it up a notch, and I'll use a belt. I'll use a belt and I'll use straps. It's almost like, for example, my daughter, I'm teaching her to ride her bike, my youngest daughter, right? And for the past year, she's used training wheels, it was just fine. She needs to figure out how this whole thing, she needs to strengthen her legs actually, figure out how this whole thing works, steering the wheel and then getting her legs strong enough to pedal the damn thing. But now we're in a situation where she needs to evolve beyond that, and I'm testing her strength by taking the training wheels off, right? So the training wheels did what it was supposed to do in the same way that what the belt and the straps really do is they act as training wheels for the weakest links within your muscular chain, which for most people it's usually going to be the core and the grip, right? So the weakest link for my daughter in riding her bike is her balance. So we use supportive mechanisms. But at some point, the strength reaches the level at which we're manipulating in concert with these supportive mechanisms, and then we have to get rid of them. So once my daughter figures out how to ride without the training wheels, she won't need it anymore. The difference is with training, barbell training, and bicycle training is that once you learn how to ride a bike, you're done. That's it. With barbell training, strength training, we're going to go up a notch. We're going to go up another level. So you're deadlifting 200 pounds, right? And you use straps to get there. But at some point, you're going to want to lift 300 pounds, but you just can't do it yet because the weakest link in the chain, your hands and your core, just aren't there yet. So up until that point where you're about to break that threshold, you should be training in absence of the belt and the grip. Boy, I'm talking in so many circles here. But anyway, the point is that when you're training below your threshold, train without the supportive mechanism so that you could train your weakest links. If you're taking it up a notch and you're going for a PR and you're trying to train within a higher strength bracket, then add the supportive mechanisms, but also come back down, because you can't, if you're training for 300, you're going to train with 300 every single day. You're going to train at 250 a little bit, get rid of the belts. Use them to support you, but do not become addicted to them.
Yo, Elliot.